All right, we're back, y'all. We're back. My bad. My computer was upset with me. Give me 1 second. I'm about to send this link out again, and we're going to get back to it. All right, cool. Links out. Bam, bam. Awesome. All right, so back to our regular scheduled program. I'm going to wait for people to jump back in here. Sorry about that. My computer has been working overtime, and it seems it's upset with me, but it will live. So I'm going to wait for y'all to jump back in, but we're going to get back to it. We're going to get back to it. So I'm about to write this up because I do kind of like how this is looking right here. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. So we can say 85.10. Drop this down a little bit. Actually, no, we're going to say 85.15. We're going to say 85. Let's say 14. 85.14. So this will be about a 40 pip stop loss, which isn't too bad. Now we're about to pull up the trades that work in still so I can make sure to monitor them. So bear with me because I got to put all my charts back up. Whoops, but it won't take that long. I'm just going to go as we go. All right, bam, there we go. So me and the members are currently in this trade. We're also in Euro AUD. We're about to pull that up as well. And I hope old dude, I don't know who was, let me delete this stuff because I don't need this open. Need this open. All right, cool. So my thing should be running a little bit smoother now. But I hope whoever was asking me, I think the name start with O. Hope he gets it. But we're about to get back to this. We're about to get back to this right here. All right, let me pull gold up as well. I'm going to pull up the trades we're currently in. I'm pulling up everything back up, but about to slowly but surely do it. So I think for gold, we only got one more TP left to hit. If I'm not mistaken, double check really quick. So we hit TP5, TP6 is 1886. So yeah, left, and then we're just gonna ride this thing out right here. Probably on me and a few other people either held the trade or re-entered because as you can see, it's just been ranging since Monday. Like a lot of pairs have just been ranging or slowly trying to break out of this. So I finally broke out of this, and it's funny because I don't know if Nathan's in here, but we just went over this yesterday when we were chopping up in our session, and actually did what we was waiting for it to do. So I'm gonna hit him up after this, or if you're in here, let me know if you're in this as well, because we were literally just talking about this. So let me see what's going on here. Look back in the ceiling cat. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what the next candlestick looks like. It is respecting this level. It did a nice rejection wick. It's respecting this wall right here. But I want to see what the next 15 looks like before I want to jump in on this. Because there's still slight bearish momentum. But it is definitely respecting this level so far. So we could see a possible scalp setup that could potentially turn into full day trade setup. But we're going to... Yeah, I like how this is looking, but we're going to wait and see what the next candlestick looks like before we jump in on that. So we got a couple minutes before that happens. We're going to pull up some other pairs as well. Let me pull up New Zealand JPY because I was looking at that as well. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. My computer needed a break. It needed a quick 5-hour energy. I have been, on my computer a lot. And I have not been turning my computer off, so literally just be running like 24/7, which is not that good. I need to get better at turning it off or restarting it, so that way it doesn't happen. But it is all good. We're back to business right now, but I will start doing that. I think it'll be good for my computer as well if I do start doing that. So I like how New Zealand JPY is looking as well. So we're going to be paying attention to New Zealand CAD and New Zealand JPY for possible buy setups. So we're going to be waiting for the next 15, but I am going to write this up as well just in case we do enter it. I don't have to do it on the spot, but I do like how this is looking. Anyone clicking in right now, we have not entered any trades as of now on the stream. Me and the members are in a few trades, but we have not entered any. Wow, it's already 15. All right. So SL for this, I'm looking at 84. So it's going to be about a 40 pip stop loss, just like New Zealand CAD. So I'm going to pull New Zealand CAD up on my other screen so I don't have to switch back and forth too much. So New Zealand's CAD is a red candlestick currently, but we're about to see how it reacts to this level. It's just doing a retest. This is doing a retest as well. GJ is almost at the next TP. It already hit 161.10 if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. What was the last TP GJ hit? GJ hit TP2. TP2 was... No, it hit TP3. I think I missed it by a pip or two. Yeah, I barely missed it. Missed it by like 2 pips. So we're going to see if we can hit it. It is trying. So that's pumping up. So I assume New Zealand JPY is going to do the same. But again, they are their own pairs. And there was a day where I think we took a New Zealand JPY trade. I called this one out strictly for the members. And then we did a Euro JPY sell. It was a sell. I think it was, I don't see it, but I called 2 JPY trades. I think it was on Friday, last Friday. It was a Euro JPY sell, and then it was a New Zealand JPY or AAD JPY sell. That was for the free signal room. First link in the description, by the way. Make sure to click and check that out. We're gonna go over how we've done for the week so far, and yesterday. There's time, depending on what's going on. We'll go over how we did last week again as well. But before we get sidetracked, yeah, so it's doing a retest. Gold's still pumping up though, so I wonder if AED USD is pumping up. I call this trade live, yesterday, but this was a members only trade. We hit some more TPs last night on this as well, so I'm about to pull up Euro USD as well to see how that's going. Right here, let me see. Pull this up as well. Yeah, but New Zealand CAD is kind of chilling on that level, so we're going to wait until it makes a move before we even mess with that. And then refresh now. Nope. Okay. Why is it? There we go. Oh, we hit another TP. Did we hit another TP? What TP did we hit yesterday? Give me 1 second, y'all. Trying to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing here. We hit TP3 on Euro USD yesterday. TP3 was 755. This right here, 760. So I think we might have hit TP4. So we're just going to put it here at 760, see if we can hit it again. The gold's pumping up. We're reaching the middle of the zone. See what GJ's doing a retest. New Zealand JPY is doing a retest as well. So we're still going to pay attention to these. It's just doing a retest. So we're going to let it do its thing and wait for it. When it's ready to make a move, then we're going to jump in on it. It's looking like it's doing a nice rejection off this level. So we might enter this in a second. New Zealand CAD, not yet. I'm looking at that on my other screen. Your AD is going for a round 2 to see what's going to break that middle of the zone. So we're going to see if it can do that. Cool. So I'm going to pull up the indices and stuff in a second as well. I already did a look at them, and I think I only really liked how maybe GBPJPY was looking. Everything else, not so much. Gonna leave GN alone for now. I just pull in there just to look at it. And also have my charts back up. I was looking at AED New Zealand though, so I want to see where that's currently at. New Zealand. Yeah, we're having a great start to the trading day so far, but I want to see if we can jump into some trades going into London session. I don't know why that's there. I don't know why it keeps popping up like that. But we're going to pull these indices back up. New Zealand CAD's currently slight green candlestick. We're going to pull up New Zealand JPY in a second. I just want to look at GBP30 really quick. Boom. Yeah, cool. So it's doing a slight drop. I don't know if I want to go for the sell. I probably won't. It could drop down and do a retest. I can't see that coming, but I'd rather wait for the buy setup because price is very much still bullish. It is strong level of traffic here. This is a strong support resistance level, so it could drop down. But I'd rather wait for the next buy setup and then jump on the buy setup than do all that scalping stuff. So I like how New Zealand JPY is looking. So we might jump in this in a second because I do like how that is looking. New Zealand CAD is pushing up as well. So we might be jumping in these in a second because I do like how these are looking right here. So I have that on my other screen. So I'm about to still keep an eye on that on my other screen. Just want to pull this up. Was this the trade no, that's not the source. Might have been this one. Yeah, it was this one. So I'm going to put New Zealand JPY on my other screen. CAD's not doing nothing as of now. New Zealand JPY. It's still kind of stuck at this level. So we're going to wait for the next 5 minutes, see what that does. And then we're going to go from there. Let me add this banner really quick. So while we're waiting, we're going to go over how we did yesterday. What other things? Here are these pushing back up. GJ just hit the next TP. Yeah, so we're about to jump into NJ because GJ is pumping. NJ is most likely going to try to pump as well. But we just hit the next TP on GJ. Let me go ahead and let the members know. TP4 hit. Whoops, let me edit that. Yeah, so we're about to jump in on this as well. They do have the respective own levels of traffic, but I do like how this is looking. So before we do this, let me go ahead and post my disclaimer, copy, boom, boom. Now we're about to jump in this. So I'm in NJ. I'm about to post this in the free Telegram, first link in the description. I'm about to post all the TPs and stuff. SL, I'm looking at 84. So it's about a 40 pip stop loss. I'm about to put the TPs in the channel right now. We're already aiming towards the first TP though, but I'm about to put the TPs in the channel right now. And I'm about to see how this trade does. this is your first time on the stream, make sure to subscribe and also hit that bell, because we do not just live stream everyday London session, but also weekly drops. So videos on here, either trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading psychology videos, all types of stuff really. Also tips on how to read charts. So definitely be sure to check those out. I might drop some links to a few of the videos that I suggest to watch first later. But right now we're just going to focus on these charts and see if we can catch some more pips here. So I'm marking these TPs up. So yeah, we have the small levels of traffic to break, and we're going to see if we can do so. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can do so. Yeah, we're going to see if we can do so. So I'm going to mark out the first TP, and then we're about to go on some other charts. We're going to just let this do its thing and see if we can break those levels. So let me update the GJTP. Oh, GJ is pumping still. Yeah, so GJ is just going crazy. So I want to see NJ follow this, but GJ is currently going crazy. So that's nice. So what did it just hit? GJ just hit 161.15. So just hit the next TP again. So now we're at TP5 on GJ. Cool. So we're going to mark this off. So we're in the middle of the zone. So I'm going to go ahead and let the members know. Probably a huge amount of pips. Your AD is doing a retracement right now. But we already hit all the TPs. And we hit the reversal zone. So nobody should be in this trade anyways. It's still technically valid because SL hasn't gotten hit, but all TPs got hit, and we entered and hit all the TPs before the reversal. And as soon as all the TPs got hit, the reverse happened, and you see prices pumping back up. So I'd like to assume that all the member students secured y'all's profits, or at least took partials or whatever y'all do. But definitely don't want y'all still in that trade. But if you are, like always, just hold to SL or TP gets hit. But yeah, this is just pumping. So I want to see if NJ is doing the same thing. NJ is trying. We're about to hit the first TP right here. I already know we're about to hit this first TP. All right, just say we're going to hit it. So don't let me, you know what I'm saying? Don't troll me. We missed it by half a pip. Come on, NJ. Don't do me like that. Don't miss it by half a pip. Let me pull out my phone and see if we hit it on my phone. Missed it by half a pip. But we're going to see if it's going to hit it. Let me go back to GJ. I think GJ just said, yeah, GJ is just going crazy. So New Zealand is trying to follow, but GJ is just pumping like crazy right now. So it's rejected, and so that's probably NJ's probably about to follow suit. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna see what the next 15 looks like. But we missed about like half a pip. So New Zealand CAD, we're not messing with that yet because it's still just chilling right here. So we're gonna wait to see what it wants to do before we mess with that. So we're just gonna leave that there. We're gonna still hold NJ because NJ can still break these levels of traffic to the left. Still can definitely do that. We did just enter that trade, and London session did just get started, so I'm not really tripping about that. We're gonna let that do its thing for now. GBAD. Let me pull a GBP CAD and see what this is up to. If I can type it right. All right, so that's a little too far to do anything with. USD pair that's trying to continue to pump up. Yeah, so GBPJPY, I'm just going to personally wait until it comes back above the support level, or if it comes back down here, either or, and look for a buy. I like to see it break back above here, but it would make sense for a slight retracement. We are at a strong support resistance level, but I'm personally going to look strictly for buys still because price is bullish overall. So I'm going to just wait for the next buy setup. GJ still trying to pump up. NJ still at entry. I feel like there's another pair I was looking at, so let me check my phone really quick, see what else I was looking at. Give me 1 second, y'all. No, that's it for now. Well, there is this, but I don't know. Let me see what this looks like. And so everything else is either ranging or not at good entries. So we're just going to patiently wait on that. I'll pull this up. So this look like. Yeah, that's not a good entry. Yeah, but everything on sale right now currently. The advanced plate signal room, one-on-one mentorships, the yearly for the advanced plate and the lifetime, everything is currently on sale. So if you don't want to miss out any pips, make sure to check that out. But yeah, like I said, this is a new change, but I am trading outside of London and New York now. But it's just gonna be straight members. 80 CAD. It's dropping. It would have been a nice sell right here. So it's doing a retest. I'm gonna see if it's gonna push up a little bit more. Let me go on the daily and see what I see here on the daily. So 80 CAD has kind of been following the other Canadian pairs, but it's been struggling to make a new high. It's kind of been stuck here and it's been failing to make a new high. Did a drop yesterday, hit the 4-hour reversal zone, came back up. It's currently still respecting this as a strong resistance. We can just look to the left and see levels here. So it makes sense why AUD CAD is doing that. And it makes sense why New Zealand CAD is doing what it's doing as well. But let's let it refresh and see if it's still acting this way. Yeah, it's still chilling like that. So it makes sense why New Zealand CAD is doing that as well, because it was bearish. All the Canadian pairs were bearish until I believe Friday or this week, 1 to 2. And then that's when things kind of changed from when the news spiked and all that good stuff on Friday. We're up a huge amount of pips on GJ and gold. Euro AD, I'm going to keep looking at it just in case there's a possible re-entry on it, which it looks like right here. Could be a possible re-entry. USTX is dropping down, so gold's probably doing the same. No, gold's still pumping. Yeah, so we see some prices dropping right now. But that's fine because the ones that are dropping aren't really at good entries anyways. So the retracements are going to help us out. Man, that was a nice entry I just missed there. Your thoughts on US30? Yeah, I got you. We can look at US30. I already looked at it, but that was before I got on the stream, so that was about like an hour ago. So things could have changed, but I got you. We can look at US30. I think I was on this chart. Yeah, cool. So I'm waiting for it to retrace a little bit more so we can go for a possible buy setup. That's what I like to see. Now, let me double check before I start talking, but I believe there's no news today, but I could be wrong. So let me double check. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, there's no news. There's an orange folder, but I'm not really worried about that. It's at a weird time, 1 p.m. Like, that's a very weird time. Why one, like, that's just weird. But anyways, there's an orange folder, so there's something to note, but not really worried about that. So we can go over US30 really quick. I just want to make sure I'm not missing nothing really quick. All right, so price is doing some retracements. Cool. All right, so looking at US30, it is bullish as of now. It is bullish as of now. Now, I have a video which I will link in a second titled How to Identify that. There's 2 videos on my channel that everybody in here, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch. And I'm about to find those and link those in the chat right now. I'm about to find those and link those for you right now. How do I... videos. I'll do it on my phone. Screw it. But anyways, the first video is how to identify the trend. All right. So we can see price is bullish right here. Hit this level. Did a nice drop, which is why we call for sales, but it's respecting the strong support level that we see right here. There we go. We can clearly see here how this is a strong resistance level here. And then we also see here how price is treating as a strong support level. We see these rejection wicks and all that good stuff. Also, I have a video that I'm going to link titled How to Read Candlesticks. I go over all the different types of candlesticks because if you don't know, you're about to know right now. These candlesticks aren't just randomly moving. They're not randomly getting formed. Every candlestick means something, and every candlestick is trying to tell you something. You just got to know what it's trying to tell you. All right. You can't be trading on these charts and not knowing how to properly read candlesticks and the charts. Because if you don't know how to properly read candlesticks, you're doing one or two things. You're either highly reliant on indicators or you're just guessing. All right. So you need to know how to read the candlesticks. So before I go into smaller time frame, as we can see here, was a slight drop. The downtrend would have continued if it kept on dropping and breaking through this level. It's respecting this strong support resistance level, and it shot back up. As you can see here, it tried for multiple days, a couple weeks to break this level. It failed to stay underneath that level, and it started to push back up, causing the bullish momentum to continue. On Friday, when that news came out, that's what made it really happen, because again, looking right here, it's not a coincidence how price literally at this level shot up, and then also that day it ended right this next key support resistance level right here. That's not a coincidence. It happened for a reason. They wanted that to happen. But to answer your question, price is bullish. Will I enter now? No, I'm waiting for it to retrace a little bit more so I can get a better ideal entry and better risk to reward. But I am going to be looking for buys as of now on US30 and all the indices. Everything is looking bullish right now. That is USD pairs, gold, and the indices. Now that can obviously change, but as of now, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at strictly buys for the indices. We took a nice buy on NAS and EUSD yesterday. Caught this huge buy on EUSDX. I called this one the free signal room. And then me and the members, we literally just had a repeat of Monday on NAS100. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I hope that answered your question, but that's, in short, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at strictly buys for the indices right now. Until it breaks that level, I'm looking for strictly buys. Okay, I think it was this one. Okay, cool. Then me and the members, we caught this nice buy on NAS100 yesterday. I don't know if I called this one live. I might have called this one live. I feel like I called all the trades yesterday live. But I could be mistaken. But I know I caught ES. Yeah, I did actually. But I know I did call ESDX, Euro USD, and AUD USD live yesterday. New Zealand JPY is going for around 2. It's definitely struggling to break those levels, but it's not impossible. A good example of that was ESDX yesterday. Struggled to break those levels. Every time I hit TP, it retraced, just kind of like CHF JPY did on Monday. But that's why you got to go with the trend. And, guess what happened, when it finally broke through all those levels, that thing just erupted up. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important to go with the overall direction of price. So let me see. New Zealand CAS pushing back up. So we're going to wait and see what the next 15 looks like, but it is respecting the support level. So I'm curious to see what AUD CAS is up to. AUD CAS pushing up as well. So I'm going to ignore AUD CAD for now, but I do like how New Zealand CAD is looking. But I want to wait to see what the next 15 looks like before I even call this out or decide to jump in on this. So I'm going to put this on the screen right here to see if we can hit this TP. And while I'm doing that, I'm about to find those videos I was telling you about in truth. And yeah, we're going to get to it. I wish the other dude that was in here asking questions joined it, but I guess he was like, oh, the screen went black. I probably clicked someone else's channel, but it's all good. I appreciate y'all in the stream right now. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. But let me find these videos so I can link them down for you. Content, trend. So the first video is going to be how to identify the trend. Give me 1 second. I'm about to link that for you right now. How to identify the trend. Bam. Why is the link not popping up? Give me 1 second. Yeah, but I'm keeping the screen right here to see if we can hit this TP. I'd like to hit it before the 15-minute candlestick. That's what I like to do. That's what I'd like to see happen. Bam. Okay, there we go. So make sure to watch this right here. That video is going to help you out. I go over a live example of how to identify a trend, and I go over a live example of signs to look for when the trend's potentially about to switch and change. It was a bar replay and everything. Make sure to check this video out. And I'm going to link another video probably before I end this stream, titled How to Read Candlesticks. But I definitely suggest everybody in here, if you haven't watched it, to watch it already. It's one of my older videos, but it's definitely important, especially if you're going to be trading or you're trying to take trading seriously. Because if you don't know how to understand, if you don't fully understand what's going on in the charts, you're going to struggle with trading. There's a few things that you need to have down when trading, and understanding how to read the charts and reading candlesticks is one of them. And that's one of the most important ones. It's not the most important, but it is definitely one of the most important ones. You have to know how to do this really before you should be entering any trades. And then, entering trades, calculating risk, and identifying these levels, it's a little bit more advanced, a little deeper than that. But reading candlesticks, you gotta know how to read candlesticks. So GBPJPY looks like it's attempting to try to push back up. So we're going to see if it can push back up. So I do want to go for a buy setup on this. So I'm just going to patiently wait for that. But I want to go for a buy setup on this. So it'd be real nice if it can break back above this level here. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm just writing this. I'm just marking this right now, just so I have it down already. But this is what I'm looking for. After 30, I'm gonna look for a buy setup off of it. So there's a few pairs that I am looking at, but just patiently waiting on. We're only in one other trade for London session in the stream, and that's New Zealand JPY. It's still chilling at our entry. We missed TP1 by like half a pip. We're going to see if we can hit this, but it looks like we're not going to hit it before the next 15, which is fine. And we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. And we're still going to pay attention to the Canadian pairs, but everything else, I'm kind of just letting them retrace. I'm going to be paying attention to the indices, specifically GBPJPY and US30, if it can retrace a little bit more. But currency pair wise, I don't like where most of the stuff's at right now. And then it's either I don't like where most of the stuff's at, or we enter those trades earlier last night. So I'm going to let these pairs retrace a little bit more. Looks up, which is fine because we just missed that entry there. We're just going to pay attention to GBP30 and go from there. Whoops. Let me not do that. SPX500. There we go. Yeah. Should have entered these. I don't know. I should have entered these after they broke these levels because we were in the NAS buy yesterday. But I honestly wasn't thinking about that. I was just staring at the charts we're in, the trades we're currently in, to be honest. I wasn't thinking, let me jump in some more trades. That was not on my mind, if I'm being honest. So we're doing a retest of this level here. So NJ is probably doing a retest as well. Let's see if it is. Yeah. So we're going to let that do its thing. It's got levels of traffic above it and below it. And it is bullish on the bigger time frames. And its cousin GJ has just been going insane. But as you can see, there's just a difference in correlating pairs. We can't really see right now. But you saw how it was shooting up and NJ was not reciprocating that. Of course, GJ, you'll catch more pips on GJ than you will on NJ regardless, for the most part, because it's worth more. The currency pair thing. GJ is 161. I don't know if you want to say Great British Pounds, Japanese Yen, whatever the case may be. And then NJ is just 84, right? 84. Let's just keep it simple, $84.40. So GJ is worth a lot more than NJ, so it makes sense for it not to move as crazy and smooth. Whereas EJ moves a lot more similar to GJ because it's a little bit less. It's just about like $10 less than GJ. So that's why it moves a lot more smoother, because you can see it looks very similar to GJ. And I go over all of this in the course. I need to add it to my description link, but it is linked in my click the second link in the description, I believe. It is linked in that as well. All my links are in there for the Advanced Play Signal Room, one-on-one mentorships, course. Everything is in that same link right there. And everything's currently on sale. Quarter one sale is still going on, but it looks like GJ's retracing some, which is fine. I'm gonna let that retrace. We did catch a nice amount of pips, but I want to see if NJ can continue to respect this level here, because with NJ, it's kind of going to be similar to what was going to be happening. Two possibilities with the USD pairs yesterday. USD pairs were struggling with the level of traffic, and they were on very strong and sensitive support resistance levels. So looking at NJ, price was bearish for a little bit. Did a nice drop here, made a nice little low here, but it broke these levels here. Broke the support levels, climbing up, Hasn't broken this low yet. I want to see if it can hit this low. I honestly want to see this imbalance get filled up, to be honest, but I don't know when that's going to happen. But it's currently been pushing up nicely. But the last time it broke this level here, as you can see, the rejection went down, but then continued to climb up. We are slightly due for a red candlestick on the daily time frame. We do have to keep that in mind. But as of now, it is respecting this level. So we're going to see if it can break these levels of traffic to the left, which we can clearly see here by all these wicks, which is also why NJ is struggling like it is. But like always, hold to SL or TP gets hit. And honestly, as long as you're not over leveraging, you should not be freaking out in a trade. You should not be freaking out in a trade. Once I got my leveraging correct and really started trusting my analysis, trading really improved for me. Because that's one of the biggest things we struggle is drawdown, FOMO, and then also seeing that big red number on our screen. But if you literally risk what you're okay with risking, that number on your screen shouldn't bother you because you're risking what you're okay with risking. You get what I mean? It's when you're not risking what you're risking, over leveraging, or you're not ready to accept the consequences, whether good or bad, with what you're risking, where you start to freak out or get super emotional while you're in trades and stuff like that. GJ is dropping back down to our entry, so it's struggling to break these levels of traffic as well. It's got this order block is climbing up. It literally hit the highest it hit last time. It's dropping back down, so I want to see if it'll finish filling that up, because GJ looks a little bit similar to NJ as well. Was a nice little drop going on here. Then started to push up, broke this low here, retested this daily level. We can see here how this was a strong support, strong resistance, turned to a strong support, and slowly climbing up. So I want to see, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen going into New York. I am curious to see what's going to happen going into New York. We just hit the last TP for gold though. So let me go ahead and let the members know that. All TPs hit. Best on profit or close. Bam. Gold's in the middle of the zone. Yep. So, there it goes. It's going for round 3. It gets camera shy though. NJ be getting camera shy every time I pop it up and wants to stop doing what it's doing. So maybe I didn't just get off that chart, let it do its thing, because it's getting camera shy. It was literally, it missed it by half a pip. As soon as I said I know it's going to hit it, it got camera shy. So I'm just going to leave it alone for a little bit and let it do its thing. And let me see here. Your AED is going for round 2, trying to see if it's going to break that level there. So that's pumping up. So I wonder if your USD is pumping up. Looks like it's trying to. GBPJPY is pumping up as well. Still got this wall to break. But that is a nice sign for us. The USDX is pumping up as well. If anyone else is still holding it, I don't know if anyone else is still holding it. Let's see here. Let's go back to New Zealand CAD and see what's going on there. It's still doing what it's doing. So it looks like we're not going to enter anything else until going into New York or closer to New York, which is fine. We're in plenty of trades right now anyways. I normally called one for the ring, but it is what it is. I can't control the markets, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just enter trades unless I see setups. It looks like GJ went right back down to the entry. So we are seeing some retracements happen. But it makes sense. It did hit the middle of the zone. It did hit right where this price went right here. So it makes sense why it's retracing. So now we're going to see if it's going to respect this level or if it's going to retrace and drop back down, because price is bullish for the most part. We can see that on the 4-hour time frame. Do have this imbalance here. Let me pull this up on my other screen. You have this imbalance on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm gonna take a look at that. That's what I'm gonna do. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so we do got an imbalance. It's about to try to come up, but we're gonna see if it can continue its bullish momentum. It's at a very tight spot. It's either going to confirm the possible uptrend, or it is going to come back down to that daily level, and we're going to see from there what it's going to do. I'm talking about GJ, but your AD is dropping back down nicely. But GJ might be trying to do a slight retracement after that pump. But we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. Like always, though, hold to SL or TP gets hit. We have our SL for a reason. Should not close a trade before SL is hit unless the TP is getting hit. Should not close a trade before SL is hit unless the TP is getting hit. Because again, we have our stop loss for a reason. Yeah, so we're just gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be watching the chart still, but I think I'm just gonna let these trades run. I don't really like where anything else is currently. So I'm gonna let these pairs retrace. Looks like GBPJPY retracing as well. So that's cool. 80 cats probably dropping again. That's cool. Gold hit that level. GBPJPY shine. So I'm gonna want to look for a GBPJPY buy. So I'm gonna be paying attention to GBPJPY. I'm going to be paying attention to the indices. Really, the currency pairs, I'm gonna scan them probably a little bit before New York. But as of now, it's only a couple that's piquing my interest, which is New Zealand CAD and that's pretty much it. Because it's bearish right now. It's still looking pretty bearish. Still looking pretty bearish. So today's going to determine if it's going to continue the bearish momentum, though. So if we can break back underneath here, we could possibly see the downtrend continue. So that's what we're going to wait and see what price decides to do. NJ struggled to break that level, so it's doing a retest, but it has, again, huge levels of traffic on both above and underneath it. So it can go either way. So we're just going to let that do its thing for now. Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah, literally everything else is, we hit TPs for everything else. So we're just going to let that trade run. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to subscribe. Now, if y'all interested in how to identify these levels and all that stuff, click the links in the description. But make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at playmaker_way. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. I respond to all DMs. I check the requested and my DMs in general all the time. So if I don't respond in 10 minutes, I do apologize. I do be busy, either with looking at the charts, editing videos for social media, or with some of my students with the one-on-one sessions. I do be busy, but I do respond within the day, most of the time within the day. I rarely respond to someone in less than 24 hours. I definitely rarely, and I really respond to people within the first hour or two. So if you got any questions, hit me up on there. But make sure to join the free signal room. This is how we did. Oh, I forgot I restarted my computer. So hold that thought. while I pull up Telegram again. So give me 1 second. But people that was in GJ, we hit a bunch of TPs. So if y'all didn't get whipped out, that's fine. Hold to SRTP gets hit. But we were up a huge amount of pips. We were up like, I think like 30 plus pips. So there's no reason. And we hit multiple TPs. I think we're on like TP5. So there's really no reason not to move your SL in profit or secure your profits. All right. I want y'all to build that habit. That way you can make more money and lose less money. So GBPJPY is doing a nice pump up, which is nice. Side. Bam, here we go. So this is how we did yesterday. Euro USD, TP3 got hit, caught 19 pips. AUD USD, TP1 got hit, caught 5 pips. EUSDX, 50, all TPs got hit, caught 2,800 pips. NAS100, all TPs got hit, we caught 11,400 pips. End of the day, 14,224 pips total. 11,405 of those were strictly for the members in the advanced play signal room. Link in the description. End of the day 4-0. We went 5-0 yesterday. End of the week 9-0. You see when the trades were called. You see when the TPs got hit. All that good stuff. If I keep scrolling, we can go over Monday, which was the 9th. Went 5-0 that day. Euro AUD caught 59 pips. All TPs got hit. Gold, TP3 got hit, caught 400 pips. CHF all TPs got hit, caught 66 pips. GBCAD, 31 pips. TP4 got hit. NAS, all TPs got hit, 20,800 pips. Total of 21,325 pips, 5-0 for that day. So it's a pretty good start to the week. And then today, whoops, hit the wrong button. And today, me and the members jumped in last night. Euro AUD. This trade's still valid. If anyone re-entered, I don't know if anyone re-entered. I personally did re-enter. But we call this trade, hit all the TPs before the reverse zone. So we're 1-1 so far on that. GJ, we also call this, hit multiple TPs. So we're 2-0 for the day so far. AUD USD, that was a trade from yesterday. Gold, this was a trade from Monday. So I'm not going to really count that to the record, but I am going to count that as the pips we caught because, we did catch those pips today, but we did not. Well, some of us re-entered this trade yesterday. So I guess you could, but I didn't call it. I called this trade out on Monday. And as you can see, it hasn't hit SL yet. It's kind of just been playing around. So there's that. So we're technically 2-0 for the day so far. We're waiting for NJ to do its thing. If it can. It is reattempting. But yeah, we're 2-0 for the day so far. We're waiting on NJ to see if that's going to be 2 and make that a 3-0 for the day. Make sure you hit the like button though. Make sure to subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow's live stream. Again, hit that bell because we live stream and live trade every day. London into New York. I mean, not London to New York session. 3 a.m. EST London session. And let me see here. So yeah, we're going to be paying attention to, I'm going to be looking for New Zealand CAD. Looking like it's going to be a possible sell setup here, maybe. Going to wait to see how it reacts to this wall right there. But I can't see a possible sell on New Zealand CAD. And then I want to look for a jerk. Oh, just broke that level. So depending on, it just broke this level. I want to wait for the next 15, but this 15 did just start. So I do like that right there. And gold, EUSDX is pumping up as well. Gold's pushing. Euro USD, not so much. So let me pull up US30 and see what's going on there. Pull this up on my other screen. So I'm going to go back to GBPJPY30. We're going to look at GBPJPY30, and I'm about to pull up US30 on my other screen. And I'm about to mark off another key level to see if there's another for the next spot for possible entry. Because at this point, it doesn't look like it's going to hit the daily level yet. So we're going to mark that off right there. And we're gonna, ooh, that's a little far, but it's all good. I do like this right here. I'm not going to jump on this yet, but this thing is pumping kind of crazy, but I'm not going to get excited and jump in that yet. Going to wait to see how price reacts to hitting this level here before we do something too crazy with that. So let me go ahead and mark this off so I don't get distracted by that. But your AD is dumping again. So any of the members re-entered, y'all screen should be blue again. Boom. All right, so I got that marked off. Yeah, but GBPJPY did what I wanted to see it do, which is nice. So I'm just going to wait to see how it reacts to this level here. I want to at least wait to, well, it's a new 5 minute. Let me look to the left because I do like how this is looking. I just don't want to jump on it yet, but it is overall bullish. But there is a level of traffic that's going to struggle to break. But I do like how this is looking here. Excuse me. Yeah, so I hit that level and it's rejecting that hard, but we're going to see how it reacts to this level here. But again, members, y'all should have secured profits at least, if not got wicked out of that trade. But I like how this is looking. I like how this is looking. I'm not going to lie. I like how this is looking here. Not gonna lie. The Euro AD is dumping as well. I like how this is looking. I want to wait for the next 15, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like how this was looking. So I'm gonna write this up. I'm gonna wait for the next 15 though, but I do like how this is looking. That was a very strong break of the daily level, which is what I wanted to see. Very strong break at the daily level. So I do like that right there. New Zealand CAD did break underneath the daily level as well. So we're waiting for the 15-minute time frame. I'm gonna wait for the next 15 to see how price reacts here as well. Going to mark this off right here. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that off right there. Yeah, I like how this is looking. So SL for this, I'm looking at 14,770. That's what I'm looking at for that. 14,770. GJ's reattempting. All right, I know I said I was gonna get off, but you know the charts are charting. So that's a very strong break of that candlestick. So I am going to write this up because I do like how it did that. SL 14,770. Yeah, so don't be shocked if I do call this trade out. But I do personally want to wait for the next 15. And then go from there. Your AD's right back at the middle of the zone, which is cool. All right, yeah. So I'm going to see y'all for real tomorrow now. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow in the next stream tomorrow.